Hello dear students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. We are learning the chapter matter. In the last session we studied about definition, states and molecular arrangement in matter. Today we are going to learn about properties of matter. Properties of matter. The different types of matter can be distinguished through their properties. The properties of matter include any nature or characteristics that can be measured. Some common properties of matter are explained below. It is shown here briefly. You can see with figures like hardness, state, color, odor, taste. Later on we are going to learn in detail about them. Similarly, transparency, combustibility, luminosity, solubility, brittleness, conductivity. These are some common properties of matters. Let's start from hardness. You know, hardness is fundamental property of matter which is closely related to strength. Hard. Substance which cannot be pressed easily are known as hard substance. Some examples are stone, wood, iron, etc. You can see the figure here. Similarly, soft substances means those which we can press easily. You can see examples here. Cotton, rubber, foam. These are soft substances. Butter, clay. You can see in the figure. Now, state. It is another property of matter which we already know. Matter exists in solid, liquid or gaseous state. And solid, it can exist in two forms, crystalline or amorphous. Crystalline means having a definite geometrical shape. Amorphous means it can exist in lump or powder form and have no definite shape. You can see here some figures of crystalline and amorphous substances. Similarly, another property of matter, that is color. Some of the substances around us have a specific color and some of them are colorless. The substance like coal, pepper, honey, iodine, etc. they have a specific color, whereas substances like water is colorless. You can see figure shown here also. Next is odor. The substance can be identified by their smell or odor also. The odor may be pleasant or unpleasant, sweet or pungent. Some of the substance may be odorless too. Oxygen is an odorless gas. On the other hand, you know hydrogen sulfide, it smells like a rotten egg. We can easily distinguish whether the liquid poured on the floor is kerosene or petrol by its smell. Either there is leakage of gas from a cylinder or not, that can be also distinguished by odor. You can see some figure here, pleasant and unpleasant odor. And now taste. The different substances has different taste. They may be tasteless like water, or sweet like sugar, chocolates, or salty like common salt, or sour like a lemon. You can see some expressions of people behind different taste. And transparency. On the basis of this property, substances can be divided into three. They are transparent, translucent and opaque. Transparent means those through which light can pass easily, completely. Example, glass, clear water. You can see the figure shown here also. Reading glasses. Through this, light can pass easily. Light is passing completely through them. So they are transparent. Translucent objects are those through which light can pass partially. Example, you can see tracing paper, mulmal fabric, colored glasses, etc. Opaque objects means those through which light does not pass. And some example you can see here also, stone, wood, etc. Okay, this table shows us transparent, translucent and opaque objects. Now the property here is combustibility. Materials around us are whether combustible or incombustible. Combustible means those matter which can burn, like paper, wood, petrol. They are combustible, and incombustible means those substances which do not burn, like iron, bricks, stone, water, etc. You can see the figure also. Now luminosity. On the basis of ability of substance to produce light, they can be divided into two groups, luminous or non-luminous. Luminous means matter which produces light, like burning candle, sun, etc. Similarly, non-luminous are those which does not produce light. For example, mirror, plate, moon, etc. You can see figure here, moon, pressure cooker, earth, they are non-luminous substances, whereas sun, fire, burning candle, they are luminous. And now solubility. On the basis of this property, materials can be divided into two types, either soluble or insoluble. The substances which dissolves in water, they are called soluble, example salt, sugar, and some substances they can even dissolve in other solvent also, not only in water, but water it dissolves most of the solute in it, so it is also known as universal solvent. And insoluble substances means those which does not dissolve solute in it, or they do not dissolve in water. Now brittleness. In this property of matter, substances can be divided into two types, either brittle or non-brittle. Brittle means those substances which can be broken down into pieces on striking. For example, glass, ceramics, chalk. And non-brittle, those substances which cannot be broken into pieces on striking. And for example, rubber, paper, rod, etc. You can see the figure provided here also. And another property of matter, that is conductivity, ability of substance to allow the flow of heat and electricity through them, that is known as conductivity. And on that basis, materials can be divided into two types, conductor or insulator. Conductor means those through which heat and electricity can pass easily. And insulator means those which does not allow heat and electricity to pass through them. You can see figure here, silver, gold, copper, steel or seawater, through them electricity and heat can pass, so they are conductor. And substances like rubber, glass, oil, diamond, they are insulator. Why? Because they do not allow heat or electricity to pass through them. Okay, in this way we studied properties of matter today. For today's session, we are again going to meet in the next session on next Thursday. Thank you. Stay safe, stay home.